We're not gonna have a meaningful conversation now, are we?
You're going down.
Fan casts for Ghost Rider in the MCU have been around for quite a while now, and Keanu Reeves has become the name that keeps popping up the most. But honestly, I think there's someone else who'd be an even better fit for this fiery Marvel antihero. Sure, Ghost Rider has already had a few live-action versions. Nicolas Cage and Gabriel Luna both gave us solid interpretations, but we still haven't seen the Spirit of Vengeance officially join the MCU. Since Ghost Rider is one of my all-time favorite Marvel heroes, I can't help but get excited about the idea of him finally being introduced. Still, if Marvel's going to do this right, they really have to nail the casting. Lately, Marvel Studios has been steering more towards supernatural and mystical storylines, which has made a bunch of fans believe that the Midnight Suns team is coming together soon. And honestly, I can't imagine a Midnight Suns lineup without Ghost Rider. Whether it's Johnny Blaze, Robbie Reyes, or Danny Ketch, his presence just feels essential. So, the thought of him finally showing up in the MCU is incredibly exciting. Of course, tons of actors have been fan cast for the part, and Keanu Reeves seems to be the frontrunner in most conversations. But even though Keanu's an icon, I personally think someone else could bring more freshness and energy to the role. Keanu Reeves has been heavily connected to Ghost Rider ever since people started speculating about the character's arrival in the MCU. It's not surprising, because Keanu's made a career out of high-octane action movies. At the same time, he knows how to mix that intense energy with emotional vulnerability, which is exactly what makes Ghost Rider such a compelling character. In an interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live back in October 2022, Keanu even admitted that his 10-year-old self's dream Marvel role would be Ghost Rider. So this isn't just a random fan wish, it's something he's actually passionate about. Of course, Keanu's not the only actor whose name has been thrown into the mix. Ryan Gosling, Glenn Powell, Boyd Holbrook, and Charlie Hunnam have all been suggested too, but Keanu stands out because of his quiet confidence and that signature stoic intensity. He's got the name recognition, the fan support, and the kind of experience that would make him a natural choice for Marvel's Spirit of Vengeance. But as much as I admire Keanu, I'm still not convinced he's the right person to bring Ghost Rider into the MCU. The main reason? Ghost Rider feels too close to what Keanu has already done before. Characters like Neo in The Matrix, John Wick, and Constantine all have that same brooding, tormented energy, which is exactly what Ghost Rider embodies. So, if he took on the role, it wouldn't feel like he's exploring something new. It would just be another version of what we've already seen from him. What I'd love instead is for Marvel to give us a take on Ghost Rider that feels fresh, unpredictable, and led by someone who could truly make the character his own. Someone who could carry this supernatural side of the MCU for years to come. Now, I'm not saying Keanu shouldn't join the MCU, far from it. I actually think he'd be amazing as a Ghost Rider variant, or even as a completely different character. Since What If Season 3 confirmed that Ghost Rider variants exist within the multiverse, there's definitely room for Keanu to appear in some capacity without being the main Ghost Rider. That would let Marvel give him his dream role without boxing the future of the character into something too familiar. So, while I'd still love to see him in the MCU, I've got someone else in mind who'd fit the Flaming Skull far better. That person is Norman Reedus. Most people know him as Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, but he's also had standout roles in The Boondock Saints, American Gangster, and 8mm. He's got that gritty, world-weary vibe that fits perfectly with the Ghost Rider persona. And let's be honest, the guy already lives and breathes motorcycles. He even hosts his own show called Ride with Norman Reedus, so you can see how naturally he'd slip into a character whose most iconic image is speeding down dark highways on a flaming bike. Norman's the strong, silent type, which really works for a character like Ghost Rider. Plus, he's no stranger to working with motion capture thanks to his work on video games like Death Stranding. That skill would come in handy for all the CGI-heavy scenes involving Ghost Rider's fiery skull and supernatural powers. Over the years, Reedus has shown impressive range as an actor. He can play tough and stoic, but he also knows how to dig deep into emotional and dramatic territory. Whether it's a quiet moment of grief or a chaotic action scene, he knows how to balance it. And while he, like Keanu, thrives in action-heavy roles, he always manages to bring something new to the table. That's what makes him such an exciting pick. He could reinvent Ghost Rider for a new generation of Marvel fans. The great thing is, Reedus himself wants the role. He's been very open about it, which gives me even more hope that this could actually happen. Back in 2016, during an interview with Uproxx, he said he'd jump at the chance to play Ghost Rider. He even mentioned that he loved Nicolas Cage's version in the earlier films, but would be thrilled to put his own spin on it. A few years later, in 2021, he told Comic Book straight up that he wanted to do it. He said, "It would be a blast. Do I get a skull face that's on fire and all that stuff? I'm down." That kind of enthusiasm feels genuine, especially when he joked about already owning a dozen motorcycles he could pick from for the role. In another interview in 2022, he doubled down, saying fingers crossed when asked again about the possibility. It's clear that this isn't just fan talk, he's genuinely eager to become the MCU's Ghost Rider. To me, that kind of passion matters. Marvel has always worked best when the actors truly care about the characters they play, and Norman Reedus' energy and commitment could make his Ghost Rider unforgettable. While we haven't heard anything official about casting yet, there are rumors swirling that Ghost Rider could make a surprise cameo in Avengers Doomsday. Insider Daniel RPK suggested that this might actually happen, and if it's true, it could be one of the most exciting crossovers Marvel has done in years. It would mark Ghost Rider's first real appearance in the MCU, finally bringing him into the shared universe after years of fan requests. Ghost Rider is one of Marvel's most unique and visually striking characters. A flaming skull riding a motorcycle through the night isn't something you forget easily. He represents the darker, more supernatural side of Marvel's storytelling, and his appearance would fit perfectly with where the MCU is heading right now. Since Avengers Doomsday is rumored to deal with multiversal chaos and cosmic destruction, having someone like the Spirit of Vengeance show up would add a thrilling supernatural edge. If Daniel RPK's reports are accurate, Avengers Doomsday could be the movie that officially brings the supernatural corner of Marvel into focus. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. See you.